I was just thinking to myself about something that's very, very brutal. And a lot of people, I believe they know this deep down. A lot of people know this deep down, but they will never, ever tell you this. And I've been thinking to myself for some time that this is the ultimate cheat code in life. And one thing I'm realizing, the ultimate cheat code is being a person that people view as attractive. A lot of people like to downplay the importance of appearance. A lot of people try to make it seem like that human beings don't judge people by what they look like, but we live in a world where people do make assumptions and judgments about people based on what they look like. In my younger days, I used to care what people thought about me, but now I don't really care because it is what it is. If people perceive you in a negative light, there's nothing you can do about it. Life goes on, and you can't please people. So I understand that if you're a person that's considered attractive, the more that you can get away with. You can get away with being broke. You can get away with having a bad attitude. You could get away with not having a nice personality. If I'm seeing that the better looking you are as a person, the more you're allowed to get away with. And I believe a lot of people secretly know this stuff deep down, but it's just so brutal. It's a brutal truth that a lot of people don't want to discuss or admit to themselves. Um, I used to think that morals and ethics and being decent and having a good attitude towards life, I used to think those things mattered. But I understand those things don't mean nothing. They don't mean a daggone thing. And I understand that, you know, the better looking you are, you can get away with all kind of stuff. You know, people will be more lenient and people will be more receptive to you when they like your appearance. That's what I had to understand, is that the better looking you are, the more you're allowed to get away with. And deep down, people know that there's a such thing called pretty privilege. If people like the way you look, you can get away with being, you know, slothful or whatever. People won't be as mean or as harsh to you if they like the way you look. Looks is everything. People know this deep down. And I think this really needs to be taught to adolescents in school. Definitely by the time I would say you get to middle school, I think that there needs to be a course called uh, physical appearance. They can call it physical appearance. Like they have physical education, they can have a course in school, and you will take it from the time you enter the sixth grade. As a 6 year old, as a sixth grader, as a kid in the sixth grade, just entering middle school, you will take a physical appearance course. I feel this needs to be a course in schools because children need to be told this from a young age so they can know what's waiting on them when they get out here in the world. A lot of people like to say that appearance don't matter to people and people don't care about looks, but they do. Looks is everything, you know. Uh your interpersonal qualities don't mean anything. Your personality, morals, ethics, those things don't mean anything. It's all about looks in this world. Uh Jeremy Meeks is a prime example that it's all about looks. If you're a good looking, if people think you're a good looking person, People will be receptive to you. They'll celebrate you, and they'll roll out the red carpet for you. I see that. Um, I see that what's on the inside of you doesn't mean anything. We live in a world where people only care about the external things. People don't care about what's on the inside of you, you know? And if people feel that the outside looks bad, they don't care about what's on the inside. And that's what I had to understand, is that looks is everything. A lot of people try to downplay this. They try to say looks don't matter. People try to say, well, looks fade. That may be true. The older you get, looks do fade. Even Bill Greathouse said that, you're not going to keep your looks. But looks definitely matter to people. They matter more than people like to give credit. People like to talk about all this personality nonsense, and I see clear as day that personality means absolutely nothing. No one cares if you have a good personality or a horrible personality. And what I realize is that if you're a person that's considered attractive, you can get away with having a terrible personality and people will excuse it. I realize that being a person that's considered attractive is just like currency. You are able to get away with more things the better looking you are. And I used to be in denial about this. I used to think looks didn't matter to people, and people cared about your qualities and personality. But I see, man, people don't care about that stuff. If people think you a bad looking person, they gonna hate you. They gonna hate you, and they not gonna want to deal with you. And that's what I had to understand, is that, looks is everything. Now, if you're a person that's not considered attractive, but you have fame or you have lots of money, people will associate with you and be around you because you got fame or because you got big money. But, that just go but that's just fake love. Because if you didn't have that fame, or if you didn't have that big money, those people wouldn't even want to deal with you. I'm seeing the truth right before my eyes, and I see that being a person that's considered attractive, that is the ultimate cheat code in life. It is literally the ultimate cheat code. You unlock all the special characters, you unlock all the special prizes, all the special features. I mean, being a person that's considered good looking, that's the cheat code to beat the whole game of life. And I see that. And a lot of people know this secretly deep down. People want to say that, you can manifest certain things. I know we live in an age now where people like to believe this pseudoscience stuff. They like to believe that you can manifest greatness. But I'm seeing that you can't manifest greatness. It's something that you have to be born with. And unfortunately, not all of us were born with greatness. Some people were just cursed, condemned to damnation from the day they were born. I used to really believe that people cared about what was on the inside of you, your qualities, your attitude. I used to think that having an optimistic attitude towards life mattered. But the older that I'm getting, I see that it doesn't. This world is all about looks. If people think you a bad looking person, they going to ostracize you, they going to hate you, and they not going to want to deal with you. I see that clear as day in this world. Looks is everything. And I'm seeing that the more attractive of a person you're considered to be, the better life you're going to live. But that's all I want to say for now. Let me know what you guys think. Do you believe that looks is the ultimate cheat code? But I'll talk to you guys later. All right.